Imagine complaining when one of the greatest black actors out there is playing the father of two of the greatest tennis players of all time simply because he's light skinned.
You serious?
What's good, y'all, and welcome to my review for King Richard. I had to get that out there in the beginning because, man, when I first heard about the controversy about Will Smith, people were like, oh my god, he's too light-skinned, why is he playing him? You know, it was literally some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen, man. And listen, man, I kind of get what they coming from with that shit, but like, did y'all forget about The Pursuit of Happiness? This Will fucking Smith! And if you're watching this video and y'all watch the film, y'all know Will Smith probably gave his best performance here, man, so what fucking difference does it make, you know? But anyway, guys, I had to get that out there because, like I said, when I saw that shit like months ago or whatever, man, especially looking back at it now after the trailer started to come out and everything, I'm like, this has to be the dumbest shit I've ever heard. But anyway, guys, King Richard. This movie was fucking amazing, man. I absolutely loved this film, man. Great shit. Like I said before, Will Smith probably gives his best performance here. I'm sure there's gonna be like now there's some debates on like what was Will Smith's best performance, this or The Pursuit of Happiness, you know. But anyway, guys, without further ado, let's just jump right in, man. So the movie is, of course, directed by Renato Marquez Green. I think that's how you say it. And of course stars Will Smith, Jon Bernthal, Demi Singleton, Savannah Sidney, if I'm pronouncing that right, and many more. And of course, the plot of King Richard goes over the backstory and how of William Richard, of Richard Williams and his daughter as they, of course, rise to fame and become two of the greatest tennis players of all time. So, pros, let's get that out of the way first. First, of course, the cast is fantastic. Jon Bernthal, fantastic whenever he's on screen, man. I love Jon Bernthal, man. He's one of my favorite actors. The Punisher. You know, I loved him, man. He was fantastic in the movie once he gets introduced in the second half. Loved him, man. He was awesome. Will Smith, I've already praised him. To Kingdom Come. Fantastic performance, like I said, probably his best, man. Fantastic performance from Will Smith. Honestly, I'm hoping this movie is what finally gets him that damn Oscar, man. I think it's about time this man got an Oscar, man. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, man. But but for best actor, I'm probably gonna be rooting for Will Smith unless there's someone else that gets nominated that I forgot about. I'm probably gonna be rooting for Will Smith, man. And Demi Singleton and Savannah Sidney, both of them were fantastic as the younger versions of Serena and Venus Williams, man. Like I said, and the rest of the cast was fantastic on the right. Another thing I gotta praise, man, the music. The music was actually really good. I was shocked with how good the score was, man. And of course, the Beyonce song that gets played at the end credits, fantastic as always, man. Always a banger with Beyonce. Another thing I have to praise is just the overall characterization, I would say, of Richard Williams. First off, it's nice to see a movie with a present father in there, because for whatever reason, this is very uncommon in movies, especially with ones with a predominantly black cast, for somewhat obvious reasons. But yeah, man, like I swear to God, man, you almost never see any movies with present fathers in them, man. You almost never see it, especially like I said with black cast, man. If there is a father mentioned, he's either an asshole or he ain't even there, you know. But so it's nice to see that there's finally one that actually has a present father in there, man. Also, I like that the movie didn't did not show Richard as Richard Williams as this perfect man. I like they did show this man that he was not a perfect man, that even though he done all this great shit with his daughters, and he's doing all he can to keep, as he said, keep them off the streets. That's my best impression of Will Smith's impression of Richard Williams. Trying to get that accent down. But I like that he did all he could with raising Serena and Venus. That he was not a perfect man. He did make some mistakes and had some skeletons in the closet, if you will. And I thought that was just a really good way of just humanizing him and showing that he's done all this, but he was not a perfect man. Which I liked. I thought that was pretty interesting and a nice change of pace when we got to that scene. Which I have to say, I probably should have prefaced it at the start, but I just want to say, guys, I know jack shit about tennis. Like, honestly, until recently, once the trailers and shit started to come out this movie, I didn't even know Serena Williams even had a sister. I mean, that's it. I was like, wait, Serena had a sister? I thought she was just like an only child because I never once heard of Venus until, you know, recently once this film came out. But to be fair, I think she got big in like the 90s or whatever, which was obviously mostly before I was even born. But yeah. So yeah, I just want to prove that. But I have played my fair share of Sega All-Stars Tennis back in the day on the Xbox 360. Shout out to the OGs, I remember that game, and that was a good tennis game. That was fun. But yeah, man, I love just Richard, and you know, like I said, how far he would go to protect his kids, man. Like I said, it's good to see a movie with a good father, with a you know a father that's there to help his kids. Like I said, because you don't really see that often nowadays, unfortunately. Now as far as like problems I would have had with the film, man, I think the only thing, and I don't even know if you would really call this a flaw, per se, or more just like something I would have liked to go on more, but I wish the movie focused a bit more on Serena, just because she was the one I actually of the two sisters that I actually knew about, and I would have liked to see more of like what she was up to, especially once her sister was getting bigger in this huge up while Serena was basically chasing her throughout her earlier years. I would have liked to see the film focus a bit more on that because Serena in this movie almost comes off like an afterthought at times, especially the second half. In the second half, you rarely even see Serena ever. At that point in the second half, it is the Venus and King and the Richard Williams show. You know, Serena almost is like in maybe a handful of scenes at best once we get to the second half, man. But yeah, I would have liked to see a little bit more focus on her. And yeah, but that's all I really got to say about fun. Now, for my overall final verdict, guys. Honestly, guys, I wanted to give this movie a 10 out of 10. I wanted to give it that legendary rating, especially from Will Smith's performance, man. But for whatever reason, I think the movie falls just a bit short of getting that legendary rating out of me, man. So my final verdict for King Richard is a 9.5 out of 10, guys. Like I said before, this movie is fantastic. I highly recommend you guys check this movie out. If you guys haven't played in your local theater, if you have a local theater that's open, or if you got HBO Max, which is actually how I watched it. I watched this off HBO Max because I'm like, mostly just because I know this is probably the last big movie Warner Brothers has coming out this year. Because after this year, the whole movie's gonna be exclusively in theaters again. So I'm like, this is gonna be like the last time I'm gonna probably get the opportunity to do this. So fuck it, let me watch King Richard at my place, just watch on TV, man. So yeah, definitely check this movie out whether you want to watch it in the theater or you watch it on HBO Max. Definitely recommend you guys check this movie out. It is absolutely fantastic, guys. So anyway, leave your thoughts below in the comments of what you guys saw the film. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Leave it all down below, guys. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.